was pretty magical because there were a group of us that we stayed after, wanted to talk to Margaret, and she said, hey, you know, I offer these other classes as well, and why don't I put something together? There was probably a group of 6 of us. So she did, and we were all inspired to go. And the first workshop, it was for 6 weeks, and what she taught us blew my mind. It was a new way of looking at the world and the relationships that you have with people. So I'm trying to go back. One of the most important things that I feel like I got from Margaret was how to communicate with other people, and especially when there's a lot of conflict. And she introduced the dialogue, and she kept saying that this is going to be a tool, and you might have some resistance towards it. And I thought, oh, I'm not going to have any resistance towards it. How could it be that difficult? And it was challenging for me, the dialogue. I had to let a lot of my ego and a lot of my preconceived ideas about how to communicate, I had to let them go. And I was resistant to it. But as soon as I was open to starting the dialogue, it works. I noticed one time I had a confrontation with a woman. I had joined a gym, and there was a communication problem, and I wasn't going to join the gym, so I wanted my $20 back. And something had happened with the woman who had signed me up, and also I had hurt my ankle, so I couldn't go anymore. And so I said, well, I would like to have the $20. And she was all upset. She put me on the phone with the owner, and instead of taking the route of me yelling, all I did was mirror her words. I used the dialogue, I used the tool, and I mirrored her words, and it got my money back. I felt empowered, and I was really elated because I said, okay, this is the first time I used the dialogue. I was nervous, and it worked. And also, again, I used the dialogue with family member that I was afraid of having an emotional, heated argument with. And what it does is it just takes you out of yourself, and it helps you. It helps you relate in a way that's not emotional. It kind of takes those. Let me figure out how I want to say this. It's a really effective way of breaking the words down so that you're not accusing the person and saying things. And it's really about listening as well.